What is up, everybody? You know, we always start this show off by showing love to those companies that help make this podcast possible. First is showing love to my brother, my main man, over at HVAC Tactical. Ben is, like a brother to me. I love everything that he does, man. He's just out there grinding. Guys, I always say this, man. Stay up to date on the trade. Go check out his magazine. Your boy has been featured in several of them. Not lately, so I guess I got to kiss a little bit more ass or whatever it is. I'm just kidding. A lot of people getting in these magazines, and getting showcased, rightfully so, man. Mr. Brett Ridley, look at that. Tool Pro and the Tool Wife, Miss Rachel. There we go. I see a lot of amazing people getting profiled in these things, man. Go check out these magazines. They're a fun read. They're all trade related. So go check out the magazines. It supports the trade. Ben puts all that stuff right back into HVAC Tactical. I know that for a fact. And then also, we always know about the award show, but it's not that time of year. I always want to talk about the gear that he does, man. I think Ben does gear the best in the business. I really do. I wear his merch all the time. I think that it is comfortable. It's quality. You get what you pay for. And to be honest, his merch is so good. That's a lot of the reasons why I don't sell merch, to be honest with you. Shaky there. I had to turn on the echo cancellation. But Ben's merch is absolutely amazing. I love wearing his stuff. I wear this belt, the HVC Tactical Groove belt, every single day to work. I have almost every piece of merch that he owns. I've bought and I've paid for it. There's only a few items that I've ever gotten for free, even though people think that. You're wrong. He's my boy. I want to support him, so I want to buy it to support him. I don't want him to send it to me for free. But go check some of this out, man. Rock it. Instead of buying these big corporate giants and putting money in their pocket, man, give back to a trade that you all work in, that you all love, and rock something you can be proud of. Somebody that you know. Ben's been on here several times. A lot of you in here know Ben. Good dude. Support a brand that is giving back to the trade that we love. That's how I feel about it. All right. Ben had HVAC Uncensored as a discount code where it was doing 20% off. I don't think that it's still active. I really don't, but it's worth a try. It might be. I haven't tried it. He did that for me a while ago. I don't know if he ever took it off. He might have, but it's worth a try. Try to discount code HVAC Uncensored. His merch goes fast. It goes quick. That's for sure. So when it comes up, so many people want it that he does limited drops because of the quality control. So just know that sometimes it's hard to get, but that's because of the quality. They all come to him. He makes sure that everything meets his standard, and those batches go out fast. He mails them out personally. His hands touch every single item, his or his sister's, and bam, it's gone. And then he has to get more. So they do go fast. So try to stay up to date. When I hear about drops that are coming, when I know things are getting restocked, I'll try to let you know as best as I possibly can. All right. But go check out my man Ben over at HVAC Tactical. Get yourself a magazine. Get yourself some merch. Yeah, go now. What are you waiting for? Just kidding. Go after the show. Anyway, on to the next one. Let me change your socks. Guys, these socks are blowing me away. Once again, thank you to everybody that has bought these socks. I cannot believe it. This turned into a sponsor that I did just for fun, and it has turned into, holy shit, a very profitable one. But with that being said, I do believe in these socks, 100%. Like I tell all of you, get the 30% off the first time. I want you to get the biggest discount. Buy some, try them, get the 30% off. If you like them and you want to go back and get more, then use my discount code Uncensored10 to save 10% additionally on your orders after that. But once again, man, I am literally, I didn't do this read that much, and then I started doing it some more. And it's just crazy how many of you have bought socks. I cannot believe it. I really, really do want to thank you so very much. I even had one of their representatives reach out to me because of it. So thank you guys so much. I hope you're enjoying those socks. These things are amazing, guys. They have like 8,000 300 and something like that 5-star reviews. These things are as advertised. I wear these things to work every single day. I do like the low cut. I have some of these no-show socks coming because when I'm in the office, I just wear tennis shoes. I'll wear boots when I'm out in the field. Obviously, I'm not in the field as much anymore because I'm in the office. So I like wearing these no-show socks. No-show socks when I wear tennis shoes. But I just love wearing these to work. My feet are comfortable. If I don't wear something like this, my feet sweat. Unless I put a bunch of powders and stuff like that in my shoe, my foot will sweat. My feet smell like Bigfoot's gonads, and it's rough. I hate it because I have tons of shoes, and the inside of the shoe smells horrible. My feet stink. It's a problem. And I know I'm not the only one that has it. These socks can take care of that. Your shoes won't stink. Your feet won't stink. They're going to keep your feet dry and warm in the wintertime, and they're going to keep them dry and cool in the summertime. The fabric is going to let your foot breathe. It's going to make them feel warmer in the wintertime. It's going to make them feel cooler as the air gets through in the summertime. It's truly amazing technology for something as simple as socks that we may take for granted, but these things are truly awesome, and they have a different kind of sock for whatever floats your boat. Everything is out there, different shapes and sizes, whether it's boot length, crew length, ankle, no-show, heavy bison, over the calf, if you want to wear it so it tucks into your nuts, whatever. They got your sock, okay? Go check out everybody with these 8,000 plus reviews. You can go see them for yourself, where everybody actually loves these socks, including myself. So if you want to, remember, go to the website, www.camelcitymill.com, and then use the discount code uncensored10 to save 10% on your order. That being said, on to the show. Sorry. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless the United States, and thank you to all those men and women who defend it.
Welcome to the #1 rated HVAC podcast. If you're looking to grow in the HVAC industry, then you're in the right spot. Blue collar people talking about blue collar shit. Let's get better together. So turn up the volume, buckle your seatbelt, and let's welcome your host, Gil KV Jr.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the HVAC Uncensored Podcast. I am your host, Gil KV Jr. Here we are, another Wednesday, another hump day, and another amazing show for you. Thank you guys so much for being here. I apologize about last week. Really, no excuse, man. I needed a break. I really did. I just mentally needed a break between work, life, stuff with my mom, all different kinds of things. I took a break, and it was fucking amazing, if I'm being honest with you. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I took some time off of work, and it's going to get ready to be summertime. It's going to be busy, and why do I feel like I'm moving the wrong way with this camera? What's going on? I think I'm moving it the wrong way. Whatever. Yeah, it felt good. Anyway, I took some time off, literally left my phone down. I didn't contact work, and I really needed that little bit of a break. And that just happened to fall into podcast time last week. So my bad. But anyway, I will start this show off by saying, God bless our troops, even though we do that in the beginning, to all the troops that are doing the stuff in Iran. Thank God the ones that are safe, they're back taken care of now, but just want to say that real fast. But to everybody in here, sorry about the mix up tonight. So Uncle Joe, that show is going to be May 6th. He had a family emergency. I was on the phone. I talked to him, And yeah, so it sucks that it happened so last minute, but I understand shit happens. I appreciate him saying something to me. But let's see. Hey, what's up to everybody in here for a second? Mr. Freon Leon, what's up, buddy? How are you? Mr. East Coast, what is up? Mr. Nasty, what's up, pal? Mr. J, what is up, my brother? Miss Sophia, that's my daughter who is sitting right here on my bed. She's gonna come over to be on camera. There she is. There's my Pia. Let's see. Who did I miss in here? Mr. Steve, Mr. Everything HVACR. What is up, my brother? Mr. Zay, what is up, Zay? Good to see you, buddy. I think I saw some other people in here. Let's see. Ice White, hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Hello. Oh, Zeke, what is up, Zeke? What's up, brother? And I thought I saw Mr. Sammy in here, but I guess I didn't see him. Oh, it's Sam. I thought I saw Sam, but anyway, what is up, Sam? Mr. Sammy. I thought I saw him do a comment, but unless it's through Facebook. Anyway, yeah, sorry about the show mix up tonight. I do think that's going to be a good show with Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe is one of the few ones that he actually does. There's Sammy. What's up, buddy? I thought I saw you in there make a comment. Yeah, Uncle Joe is one of the good ones, man. That Uncle Joe is a good dude. I have known Uncle Joe Casera for many, many years now, and he is not one of those ones that's preaching snake oil. He's just pretty much he teaches technicians confidence and consistency. That's what it is. It's sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it, and doing things consistently. And he just holds people accountable with his program. It's not the cheapest thing, but it does work. I will say that. So that's why I like having Uncle Joe come on. He's a very, very good dude. He knows his shit. He knows what he's talking about. And he has literally helped, tens of thousands of technicians, make a good living doing things the honest way. He's not teaching people to offer bullshit. So just want to make sure I say that for when he does come on. He's not one of those guys at all. I have nothing but respect for Uncle Joe and what he does. Did your first attic system. There you go, buddy. Congratulations. Jared, what's up, brother? Did you ever schedule to be on, Jared? I was going over the schedule and I don't know if I ever saw you, man. Oh, they're LA. Damn, man, I've never had to do this in a while, but you guys, I might have to sneak away and take a pee real fast. Old man bladder, I guess. Hold on one moment. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty then, man. Heard something about taking a shit. I'm in. Yeah, Gatorade bottle. Yeah, I mean, maybe I would pull one of those. Just take a whiz right here. If my youngest daughter wasn't sitting 10 feet away from me. Yeah, this is definitely the live stream from my basement. In this house, my studio is it's my studio, my bedroom, laundry rooms down there. So it works. It gets the job done. It's not ideal, but I do miss my old house. That studio was fucking awesome. I really love that studio. I wasn't there long enough to be able to use it to its full potential, but whatever. It is what it is, man. I built this show in a little crevice of an old house that people thought it was some giant space. So it is what it is. How's everybody been doing, man? Just trying to crack. I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it. What is everybody up to now? How's the weather? I know in Maryland it's starting to warm up. I know next week it's supposed to be like, I don't know if you saw that, Zeke. Next week's supposed to be like in the 80s. That's crazy. I'll take it though. Yeah. Here next Monday, 78, Tuesday, 80, Wednesday, 81, Thursday, 81, Friday, 75. That's crazy. I know, Zeke, and I appreciate that. And I might do that one day. It's just right now, this is just convenient. So damn right. Let's get busy, baby. I'm trying to hire more people. I just hired another service tech, Mr. Derek, which is awesome. So happy to have him. Very, very awesome dude, seasoned guy. Looking for more people. We're growing faster and faster each and every day. So trying to get more people here. It's just trying to find the right ones is the problem. You know what I mean? Uh, get a lot of people to interview. They're just not necessarily people that I want to work for me. So want to make sure that I'm giving the opportunity to the people that I want to have said opportunity. So glad that I found Derek. He is definitely one of the ones. Today was his first day out by himself, which it's weird. Even when I hire techs that I know they know what they're doing, I still don't just throw them out on their own the first or second day. I'm curious to how you guys feel about that. Um, if I was starting somewhere, even though I would want to get to work, obviously the guy's getting paid regardless. But normally the first day is just like all the paperwork and get all that kind of stuff done, uniforms, and just kind of hanging out, chilling. I'll take them out to lunch. Let them put all the stuff in their van and go all over all that kind of stuff. The second day, I'll let them ride with somebody, just have a good time. And I'll tell whoever they're riding along with to also buy them lunch that day. So they're getting lunch 2 days in a row. They've had a personal lunch with me that we actually sit down. It's always a sit down lunch, not like fast food. We'll sit down to be able to talk and bullshit, to have a little bit of time. And then the third day is normally when I let them go out. You remember your first beer too? For a part-time sales job on the weekend? So you're right. So normally people I would do that. So maybe Derek was a bad choice because where he came from, and he's friends with one of my techs. He kind of knows my way. But you're right. So yeah, normally it would be a little bit longer. But my point in asking that question is, as I see some companies where it's like the first day, and they're just yeah, throwing me to the wolves is a little different though. um, But I see some companies that do that though. Literally, the first day is like, "Hey, man, here's your van, here's your iPad," and they want to give them a full schedule. Um, and I see people like talking to other business owners or even technicians, and you're like, "Oh, well, the schedule was, the schedule was packed." I don't fucking care. I don't care. The schedule's not going to dictate it. You only do the calls that you can do. Any good business with marketing, sadly, you're going to turn down calls. There's no way. You can't do all of them, but that's a good problem to have. That means you need to hire, but you need to hire those people correctly. And that person being set up for success is more important than trying to fill a schedule one day. That's just how I've always felt. Zima, he was to put the Jolly Ranchers in him and drink them. Oh, yeah, Mad Dogs back in the day. People thought they were cool trying to drink Bud Ice. That shit was god awful. God, it was horrible. Like horse piss. Rocky Mountain. Oh, yeah, the Mickeys. We used to drink the Mickeys back in the day. We used to get them from a corner store. The Oriental guy would sell to anybody. You could walk in there at 10 years old and buy a beer and he wouldn't ask for your ID. How he never got caught, I don't know. But yeah, he didn't card anybody. I can't say I ever paid attention to the puzzles on the Mickeys. I don't know if I want your tulip wine there, Nasty. Bud Ice, the best. But yeah, I don't know. That stuff was. I remember being like 14, trying to drink and be cool because you were hanging out with the older kids, and just every sip was fucking miserable. Then again, I'm not a big drinker even to today. I'll drink. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a big drinker. My brothers got me a little bit more with some of the nicer beers, um, but like the craft brews and stuff like that. But um, you'll never see like beer in my refrigerator. Sophia, have you ever saw Daddy drink a beer? Yeah, like my daughters have never seen me drink a beer. I think my oldest son Tyler is he's probably only seen me do it a few. Well, no, he has seen me at Ravens games, so take that back. Jay, let's see. I used to buy cigarettes from a gas station. Every person wore the same name tag, saying their name was Jimmy. I guess it wasn't real. Maybe Patel would be more appropriate. That's funny. Some of you guys, depending on where you are you guys already getting summer weather? Like you, Jay, is it already like fucking 90 degrees? Because it's pretty much stays 90 where you are like all the time, isn't it? Having a free a giveaway for Nasty's Tulip wine if anybody wants it. I miss those days, man. $1.79 or 99 cents a gallon for gas. Zeke said my dad bought Jack Daniel cases for contractors he worked for. That is how he learned to drink. He never said a word. 2 weeks ago, it got above 100. I keep forgetting. Where are you at again, Jared? I know you've only told me like 17 times. Are you like Arizona or something out that way? And I don't know if you heard me earlier. You got the link to schedule, didn't you, Jared? Jack Daniels is my dad's stuff. So apparently my dad drank when he was younger, and he used to always get a beer and a shot. And he drank Jack a lot. That's what I thought. I thought you were Arizona. See, I remembered. Um, yeah, my dad would tell me stories how he would wake up for work, and the first thing he'd have to do is he'd have to chug some Jack just to get going. Like my dad apparently was really bad. And then I never saw him drink growing up ever. The first beer I ever saw my dad drink was my first wedding reception to their mother. And then when he started going to like the American Legion, he started drinking again. It was kind of funny seeing him getting drunk as an older man. Irish car bombs, drank plenty of those. Oh, cool, Jared. Okay. Maybe let me check the old calendar. Maybe I must have missed over when I was checked in it. Oh, no, I see it. Yeah, you're next week. Never mind. I see you. See you. So, Mr. Jared is going to be on and be the guest next week. So he won't just be in the chat. His ugly mug will be up here next to mine. Yeah, right. Which sucks because I actually I got to go this Saturday and do my taxes. My taxes are just like so involved. It's not just like a normal tax return when you have business stuff. So I had an earlier date scheduled and I had something going on, so I pushed it off. Um, so now I have to make sure I get it done. See, it's great when you go do taxes and you get money back. I just go and hope I don't have to pay something. So taxes aren't that fun for me. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't even know when. Like, I remember back in the day when, like, when the girls were younger, and me and my ex-wife, man, we used to get back like 10 grand because of the kids. Those days were fucking amazing, but they went away real fast. So don't see those anymore. You guys still pay taxes. Yeah, we're dummies. Trying to get around taxes. Although I tell people, man, Uncle Sam is not someone you want to owe money to. The IRS, whether it's personal, business, whatever it is, the IRS is not who you want to owe money because trust me, they will get their money. They can dip their hand in your bank account and not tell you a fucking word, and you can't do anything about it. Like, that's not who you want to owe money to. There is those services out there. Withdrew my citizenship. I think one's like Optima Tax Relief, and there's another one. I've heard some good things about those. Some of those tax services that you owe like 250 grand, and then they're like, "Oh, you owe $17.47." So if God forbid you're in one of those situations, I would try one of those services. Don't do it by yourself because you will get screwed. Uncle Sam is definitely stingy as fuck. They're always going to get their money regardless. Don't matter who's president, Democrat, Republican, independent, green, red, blue. IRS is always greedy fucks and they will always get their money. That's for damn sure. But I guess one of the topics I wanted to bring up when I was talking shit, that one of the things that frustrates me is, I've been doing some FaceTimes with people that have been reaching out to me through email and stuff like that, some texts that are around the country, which I won't say their names, but A lot of them are good young guys just looking to better themselves, which I commend. They're trying to put work into themselves, and I appreciate the fact they reach out to me for help. I really do. I'll always help them as much as I possibly can, and when I feel like I can't do anything else, I'll try to recommend somebody else for them to go to. But there's been quite a few of them that I talked to, man. Um, I'm trying to choose the right words to say it. They're a little arrogant, and they don't know what they think they know. Like, some of these conversations will be communication to customers, it'll be just about the work they do. It'll be some technical stuff. And some of these guys, I feel like, I don't know. And I know we've kind of covered a bunch of these topics in different shows, but I just feel like so many of them, you can't start at the top. All right. Like, you can't be a year two making, top dollar. It just doesn't work that way, especially when you don't put in the effort. So I don't know why that just kind of chaps my ass, man. I love seeing the younger guys get into the trade. I really do. But we definitely need it. But I just really hate the mindset of some of them, if that makes sense. Yeah, man, the egos are crazy. They come in and they don't even know anything yet. And they think that they're just like, I had one that worked here who was very good technically, to be honest. And I won't even speak bad about him. I really wish that he didn't leave. I wish I could have woke him up. But he was so hell bent on that he couldn't communicate to customers that he left to go to commercial. He thought that that was his best option because that way he didn't have to talk to customers, and it sucks. And yeah, entitlement's a big one. You know, uh, and I think that's why the young guys that come in and grind and hustle, they're sponges. They want to learn. I think that's why they stand out so much because it's so odd. You don't see that as often. There's a lot of them that are faking the funk. I told our team the other day in a meeting, I was like, getting the job done and getting the job done is two different things. And they just kind of looked at me with two heads. And they're like, what do you mean? You're saying the same thing. I'm like, yeah, I am saying the same thing, but I'm not meaning the same thing. Just because you finish a task doesn't mean you did it correctly or you did it to the best of your ability. Like the way I grew up, and I love it, sucked at the time. I mean, it was fucking miserable. But I thank God every day that I grew up learning from those old guys, my dad and all them, because they would not let you not give your best. They would not let you not do the job the right way. I've told you guys stories that it would be late on a Friday working with my dad, and I would do something and I'd mess something up and be like, oh, it's good enough. And my dad would be like, nah, redo it. And I'm like, dude, come on. Like, I got shit to do tonight. And he's like, I don't fucking care. Start over. But I'm glad that he instilled that in me. And that's also what I try to instill in anybody that works for me. That's the quality, that's the level of work that I want to provide to my customers, to our customers. I don't know. Like my expectation, like I don't want to be own or be a part of or run or whatever you want to say, a part of a run of the mill company that just does the bare minimum on everything that they do. Because there's a lot of companies out there like, yeah, okay, they probably make decent money. They run lean. They cultures, maybe the owner's a decent guy. I mean, so people work there. It's a paycheck. They don't know any better. But that's not what I want to do. I want to have a company that is raising the bar, that's different from everything else. Like, you don't have to worry about recruiting because your culture is so good and the people will never leave because they know they'll never find a place like this. They're paid well. They enjoy coming to work. They love what they do. Like the little things outside of that. Um, I don't know. And maybe it means more to me to other people, and maybe it shouldn't, but it does. Let's see. Mr. Jared says, I jumped from residential to commercial after 2 years in the trade. It was the best decision for me. And it is for somebody. See, I did it backwards. I started in, commercial industrial stuff and then kind of backed my way into residential. But I don't know. I've always liked residential. I liked all of them, but I like residential, so it's not a problem for me. Mr. J says, I have nothing against residential, but I couldn't ever do it again for a 9 to 5. No, it makes sense. And to be honest, that's why there is so many avenues in this industry. So people think that it's, I would probably say residential is definitely the easiest to get into. I mean, that's a fact. Um, See, truthfully, I really wouldn't want to work for a third party company again. I love working OEM. That's where I see myself finishing my career. That's awesome. Well, let me ask you this, Jay. Why? You know what I mean? Like, what are the benefits of that? What makes them different than working for a third party? Now I'm just kind of curious. Like, what are your perks? I don't know. I like doing things different than some people, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm the weird one. Wouldn't be surprised. Training, the structure, the safety protocols, the access to information and support, not stingy with time or tools. You know what you just said? You know what that reminds me of, Jay? And I know that you probably know what I'm thinking of. Because when I think about business and run a company, there's something that I go back to that I'm almost positive that you probably go back to as well. Better, yeah. And that's huge. That's what I want people to have that work for me is better work-life balance. All right. Um, we work so that we can live. We don't live to work. And I don't want to go down the same stuff, but really fast, what I meant, Jay, and I know that you probably think of it, is when you say the training, the structure, the safety protocols, it reminds me of the military. The standard operating procedure for every little thing that you do. And it's tedious to create all that stuff. But I love working for a place where the employees have clarity. I've always told you guys the book that I read, yes, hoorah, that it is, the 3 C's where it's providing, you have to challenge your employees, you have to care for them, and you have to provide clarity. And clarity is when something happens, they know exactly what to do. Oh, hey, if this customer calls and they want this, okay, I do this. Oh, this person's pissed off. Okay, I got to do this. Oh, the technician couldn't do this. And they know exactly what to do. When people are in a situation, they're afraid to ask a question, they don't know what to do, it's a problem. Or if you have a person doing a job they don't want to do, and people are like, oh, well, that's what they were hired for. Okay, so what? If that person's valuable, you like that person, you think that they're a value add to the company, and you hired them to do X, but they really love Y and they're really good at it, and we have a need for Y, guess what? Let them do why. Like some of it's not that hard. Like you don't have to be some business guru to figure it out. Oh yeah, no, that shit's instilled in you. It never leaves you. Never, ever, ever. Um, yeah, it's I don't know, man. Like just talking to so many different people, and I feel like so many people try to reinvent the wheel when you don't have to. Like there's people out there that have been successful, but go talk to people that are doing what you want to do. Like we know a bunch of them, man. There's all these coaches out there that that they try to like I don't mind helping people, but I don't call myself a coach. And that's why I don't coach people. Like, yes, I've done some pretty significant things, but nothing dramatic. Not enough where I feel like, and Zeke knows this, like I did that stuff with Zeke for that summer, but we were kind of helping each other out. And I had a blast. It was super fun. But I know Zeke. I couldn't, I don't know if I could charge people to do stuff like that because I'm the kind of person that if I feel like I didn't give them their money's worth, I wouldn't be able to take it from them. So, but I feel like there's some of these coaches that didn't really achieve much. And, maybe they sold a lot at the company they work for, but they didn't really run a business. And now they're out there just, trying to coach people, just because of their name or something like that. And I don't agree with that. Um, that's like, like this Rocket Group. And he's actually going to be on the podcast in a couple of weeks, Victor Rancour. I know a lot of people feel a certain way about Vic. And I understand, he's had some bad publicity and probably done some things that I don't agree with. But the guy knows what he's talking about, though. He has done it before. He has helped other people, you know? So you don't have to like necessarily how he does it, but the guy he has done it before. So I don't know. That's a whole nother part of it. I don't know how I got down that rabbit hole. I need structure and people on top of their shit. Organization is important to me. Yeah. It was a lot of fun, Zeke. You gotta finally figure it out, man. Let me come back for good. But just saying, just saying. But anyway, what am I talking about? I have a job. Um, oh, I keep forgetting I started a few minutes late. I was like, damn, it's almost 10 already. Anybody do anything fun for Easter? Yeah, I meant to say that. Hope everybody had a happy Easter. Meant to say that in the beginning. I don't think I know what we're talking about, Young. I was rambling there for a second. No, we were just talking about structure and stuff like that and different things. People having clarity to know what to do. And then I just started talking about some kind of coaches. Well, hit me up, bro. I told you if I was ever to leave here, it would only be for you. So let me know. Let's see. Jared says, I might be wrong, but if you truly love the technical side, then you can't stay in residential and grow your technical knowledge. I don't necessarily agree with that. Um, well, yes and no. I do think you're definitely going to be able to work on some a lot more like advanced stuff in the commercial side, but you can get down to some pretty technical stuff when it comes into residential, and it's also doing things right. You'd be surprised how many people don't truly understand airflow or they teach things that are wrong. That's why I can't wait for Ty Brandeman to come on. Like even something as simple as, taking the delta T across the coil. And people always say, oh, we're looking for 20 degrees. Well, that's not correct. there's other factors that go into that. So sometimes mastering your craft is exactly that, regardless of whether you're residential, commercial, industrial, refrigeration, and whatnot. I mean, there probably is, but I feel like technology is constantly changing, and um, with the inverter technology, like there's a lot of things happening that you can do in residential to kind of try to stay at the top of your game as far as when it comes to knowledge. But I do get the what you're saying though. So I don't disagree completely, but no fucking accent commercial. Yeah, yeah, amen to that. Well, yeah, exactly. The limit is up to you because there's a lot of companies that do things and say out of 10 things that they do, maybe they're really good at 4 of them. What if you just kept working to be really, really good and know everything about all 10 of them? I mean, there's a lot of people that start businesses that don't know the trade. I mean, I have 2 partners that aren't in the trade. Well, they are now, obviously, but they didn't. Well, let me rephrase that. They didn't come from the trade, and the only way that that's okay, and to be honest, that's kind of where I came into play with my role, is because some people don't know all the technical stuff, but they know the business side. That means you have to hire someone who knows the technical stuff. That can work. I've done that firsthand. You know, we took a company from 1 million in revenue to 13 million in revenue. So I know that works. Yeah, no, I've seen that 100%, Leon. He said I've met longtime commercial guys that go to residential and have struggled to install. It's 2 different worlds. And especially like when you're doing like some commercial, like if you're doing like 15 tons and down, I mean that shit's fucking basic as hell. There ain't really much to that. I had to teach a guy about like the smoke detectors and stuff the other day. He said he'd understand it, and when I drew it up and taught it to him, and he was like, "That's all it is." I'm like, "That's it." He was like, "Oh." So a lot of people just think they make things worse. When you don't know something, you build it up and make it worse in your head. Kind of like in residential with inverters and stuff like that. People, they don't understand it. They don't take the time to learn it. So they build it up in their head to make it worse than it is. You got that, Zeke. If you can bill it, I can pay it. And I do love that I've done most of the different sides of the trade. So I have a real perception of all of them. Um, and I'm glad that I did that. Refrigeration, I liked refrigeration. That was fun. Um, I don't miss the on call for refrigeration. Like I said, having to go to, you know, Chantilly, Virginia or whatever at 2 o'clock in the morning, to a fucking Costco to work on a rack, a freezer that was down. Um, cool experience. I learned a lot of technical, valuable stuff that I'll carry with me doing refrigeration for all those years. Um, yeah, don't want to still be doing it. The industrial side was cool because I really think it's awesome sometimes when you work on something that is one of one. There is no manual. You have to know from somebody else who's worked on it and who has experience because the piece of machinery was built for this company for this particular situation. Seeing some of the different applications. Like, here's a funny story I told somebody the other day is when me and my ex-wife were still together like years ago, I never wanted to freeze bread. I always thought like that's fucking stupid. Why would you do that? It's not going to be fresh anymore. Blah blah blah, ranting and raving. And she was like, I guarantee I'll freeze bread, it'll thaw out, and you'll never know the difference. Okay. And guess what? I didn't know the difference. I have bread in the freezer right now. And then I went and worked at a bread factory. And unless you go to like a little small bakery or something like that, every loaf of bread that you buy in a grocery store has been frozen. Every single one of them. So I just thought that was funny. Yo, Adrian, what's up, brother? Mr. Reliable HVACR in the house. Yeah, no, you're definitely not wrong, Jay. So Jay said heavy commercial will always be at the forefront of technology. We get everything first and it trickles down. That's 100% true statement. You can't really argue that. Jared says the best learning for me is when I am uncomfortable with equipment that I've never seen before. There's so much more opportunities to be uncomfortable in commercial. I agree with that statement. I definitely do. I feel like one thing I will say, I do feel like in the residential field, it is easier to fake the funk. It's easier to go lie to Mrs. Smith and Mr. Jones about saying, oh, yep, everything looks good. Or your compressor's bad. You got to replace the system. Whereas you can't do that in commercial and industrial. You know, these pieces of equipment need to be up and running ASAP because there's, sometimes millions of dollars worth of product or millions of dollars or whatever it is on the line that, the stakes are a little bit higher. Um, it's stressful when you're doing it, but it is like sometimes I like that stress. So that's one thing I did like about, the commercial industrial stuff. Um, Shit, I just had a brain fart. Damn it. Anyway, I had a fun fact that I was going to say. Never fucking hear it now. So, oh well. Hey, why are you still awake? Are you still watching me? I'm going to let you hang out in my room and you're not even going to watch my podcast the whole time? I guess that's true. She's like, I don't need to have it on. I'm sitting in front of you. I was like, well, that's a good point. Good point. Touche. Oh, okay. Touche. Well, it's 10 o'clock, baby. You should probably get off the phone soon. When I'm done the podcast, you got to get off the phone. Okay. Here in a few minutes. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. Don't make me have to be a mean daddy in front of everybody watching, okay? You said if a customer Googled parts, it'll lead them to our. Yeah, true. I don't worry about those people. Like, yes, you have it more in residential, but that just comes down to quality of customer. This fun fact is brought to in by part timers. Part time, remember. It's funny. Well, shit, guys, we are getting close to an hour, man. Sorry, this show was just bullshitting. Literally, 10 minutes before the show was set to start is when I found out that Uncle Joe could not come on tonight because of the family emergency. So I wasn't really, I didn't have a solo show planned. So I didn't want to not do something. So you guys got me on here babbling like a moron for an hour. Hope it was as good for you as it was for me. But if not, oh well, it's your bad. I got mine. I had to say that a few times in my life. Uh, Never mind. I remember that my daughter's sitting right there. What are you giggling for? Oh, geez. Definitely got to show the value. What's up, Mark? Thanks for coming in, man. Here at the electrician. Well, awesome, dude. Thank you for being here. I don't know where Rookie is tonight. I talked to him the other day. He's probably working or doing something. Sometimes he has to do goofy stuff. Oh, yeah. I saw that on Facebook, man. Yeah, all good, man. I'll be praying for Emily, dude. I hope that everything's okay. Well, I appreciate you hopping in, Mark. I'm here every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, brother. So you're more than happy to come in and hang out. It'd be cool to, have an electrician's point of view. The chat's always fun. Who knows what the hell they're talking about half the time. There was supposed to be a guest tonight. Obviously, I don't know if you heard, the guest had to cancel at the last minute. So it's just been me babbling here the whole time. But no, not Jason's. Yeah, he's getting a wiener transplant. No, no, no. It's for his wife. Camera. I don't know if I'm just sitting down or maybe that's what it is. I was slouched tonight. Like, did my camera fall or something? What the hell's going on here? What part of the country are you located there, Mark? Yeah, he said transplant. I just knew it was for your wife. Oh man, just going dialysis. Yeah, I have bad kidneys, man. So I know all about that. I take medicine all the time, but so yeah, I feel her pain. So definitely prayers go out to her, buddy. Hope everything goes well. Arizona, Phoenix. Yeah, definitely heart goes out to her. I hope everything is okay. But fellas, I'm gonna start to close this show out. I'm gonna have to put this little girl to bed and go to bed my damn self, even though I probably won't, but you know what I mean. There's always something else to do. Appreciate you guys being here as always, man. Um, I hate missing a show when stuff happens, but it does make me feel good that I know when I do pop up that so many of you were in here. So I thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys know that. Um, where we hit 120 and no HVAC system is safe. Yeah. It's funny when, it's a dry heat. Yeah. What's that joke? Go stick your fucking head in your oven and tell me it's not hot. Yeah, please do, man. Make sure to hit that like button, comment, share after the video. Try to comment, give it a like. I do want to try to put out some more like regular videos. I'm trying to get down to a structure. I'm in the process of talking to a company that is going to help be like an editor. So all I have to do is worry about making the content. So in the process of working that out now, because I don't have the time to be able to make the content, edit it, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping I can work this out Because if I can just make the content, which I love to do, that's going to be fun. So we will see. Yeah, go check out the Knights on tomorrow. Adrian and fucking Jake, Mr. Kraus. Bit long, strawberry blonde hair. Every time I see him, I pet it and he looks at me funny, but oh well. Anyway, I will start to close this out. Guys, please make sure that you like, comment, share, or like the video afterwards. Please make sure wherever you download the audio podcast, if you could leave it a 5-star review, I would greatly appreciate that. I want to try to get those reviews back up. Even if you've already left one, it's been a little bit, please feel free to go back and do it again. Once again, that would be greatly appreciated. Anybody, if you don't think it's 5 stars, I'd rather you email me, hvacuncensored@gmail.com or info@hvacuncensored.com, and let me know how you think, what I could do to make the show better. I take everybody's feedback. Just don't go leave me some 1-star review for some bullshit. That really does hurt the show. Okay. It was at a 5.0 rating for the longest time. Now it's like a 4.8, 4.7 because of some dumb ones that were put in there that really had no validity, and they're just too hard to fight. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's being it. Make sure to follow the podcast and all the social media sites to stay up to date, and also just to follow me and see the dumb shit that I do sometimes. Yeah, but with that being said, guys, please remember to keep your head on a swivel, man. I don't care if you're driving, putting the ladder up, making sure the electricity's turned off. Just please be safe. I want each and every one of you to make it home the same way that you left. Guys, do the little things. Set yourself apart from the next guy or girl, all right? Keep trying to be the best version of you, all right? Give back to the industry. Care about other people. If you think you're pretty decent at what you do, help give back. Teach somebody else. Be willing to learn from somebody else, all right? And sometimes look in the mirror. It's not everybody else. Sometimes it's you. Make sure you're doing your part to the best of your ability. Keep giving back. Keep trying to help others. And that's how we're going to grow this thing and kind of raise the bar so that everybody is doing the right thing. All right. With that being said, man, I love you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Stay safe. And until next week, I'll talk with you mofos later. All right. See you.
Thanks for listening to the HVAC Uncensored Podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, or email us anytime at hvacuncensored@gmail.com. Now, get back to work. Shut this down. The views and opinions shared on the HVAC Uncensored Podcast may not necessarily be the views and opinions of our sponsors or guests.
Best of luck to your wife. Best of luck to your wife, Jay. Praying for her, buddy. Have a good night. Have a good week, guys. Appreciate you. See you.